questioning about Ben Rhodes and the possibility of making him available for Congressman Chaffetz to just clarify, if nothing else. Is it your opinion that his appearance would be, if nothing else, instructive, if not enlightening?
Well, we have all of the available evidence that's necessary to evaluate who was telling the truth on the Iran deal and who wasn't. There are members of the committee who are not telling the truth on the Iran deal. So again, if they want to hold a hearing and they think it would be useful to get to the bottom of why they were so wrong about the Iran deal, then they're welcome to do that. They could start by swearing in Ken Buck, congressman from Colorado, I believe.
You mentioned Tom Cotton, and he's going to do it. Right?
Well, yeah, he's going to have a lot to say. I think he's going to get some pretty tough questions about all the things that he said about the Iran deal that didn't turn out to be true.
Absolutely.
Everything that Ben Rhodes said about the Iran deal did turn out to be true.
So then wouldn't it be at least instructive, if not enlightening, to have him go ahead and testify?
So do you think that it's going to be a fair deal for people who lied about the Iran deal to question the person who told the truth? I don't think that's a very American approach to these kinds of things.
You suggested on Thursday that it would be a good idea to get to the bottom of it, and I'm suggesting that I think, based on what you've reported, and I've heard you talk about this at length, in some detail, it would seem to help to get to the bottom of it if Ben Rhodes were part of the conversation. Yeah. Would you agree?
Again, Ben Rhodes is the person who told the truth about the Iran deal. And it's Republicans who are either badly misinformed or outright lying about the Iran deal. And so if they want to explore that, they are welcome to do that. I don't really understand why getting to the bottom of who lied about the Iran deal requires somebody who told the truth about the Iran deal to participate. Let's just swear the liars under oath, and let's see what they have to say for themselves. Maybe they can explain why they were so wrong about Iran's willingness to live up to the commitments that they made in the context of the Iran deal. Maybe they can explain why they said that Iran would never agree to the Iran deal in the first place, even though they did. Maybe they can explain why our international inspectors have been able to verify Iran's compliance with the deal. Maybe they can explain why they said Iran, in the case of Steve Scalise, would get hundreds of billions of dollars in sanctions relief as a result of the Iran deal. They've been wrong on just about every measure. So if they want to talk about that, and they want to come clean to the American people about what was going on when they weren't telling the truth about the Iran deal, then they're welcome to do that. I don't think that the person who told the truth about the Iran deal needs to be a part of it.
Just a quick clarification. You're not suggesting that Senator Cotton's a liar?
I am suggesting that what he said about the Iran deal did not turn out to be true. And so was he wildly misinformed, or was he not telling the truth? Maybe he'll answer the committee.
You think it's the latter?
No, I don't know. I don't know. But the fact is, he time and time again presented a wide range of information about the Iran deal that wasn't true. And that's not just a conjecture. That's something that we know as a fact. I'm just looking for the actual quotes here, because I want to make sure we get this right. He said, this is Senator Tom Cotton on Meet the Press. So there's television footage of all this. He said that this deal gives them $150 billion of sanctions relief. Not true. He was wrong about that. He said it puts them on the path to be a nuclear weapon state in 8 to 10 years. Not true. In fact, we will be able to verify over the course of the next 10 years and beyond that they are not advancing toward a nuclear weapon. And because this deal went through, they are farther away from having access to a nuclear weapon than they've been in about 8 to 10 years.
I understand. I'm not trying to relitigate the conversation. I was just wondering if there would be more clarity if a guy of Ben Rhodes' information and knowledge, intimate knowledge of the details, if that wouldn't be helpful, and if it would be, why not make him available?
Well, I guess part of the reason is that there are administration officials who on countless occasions have traveled up to Capitol Hill to participate in hearings about the Iran deal. There have been literally dozens of congressional engagements about the Iran deal since January of 2015. The most recent example of this, you have actually the person who's in charge of implementing the Iran deal, Undersecretary of State Tom Shannon, who appeared before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. And he appeared there solely to discuss Iran and the Iran deal. And in fact, the House Foreign Affairs Committee held an open hearing with the coordinator from the Department of State on this question back in February. I guess my point is, I guess the other metric here that I think is relevant is that the administration has provided classified briefings or appeared at open hearings to discuss the Iran deal more than 30 times in just the last 18 months. So if it were a matter of just one hearing that would convince Republicans to stop lying or to at least start telling the truth when it comes to the Iran deal, then presumably that would have happened in one of the first 30 or so meetings that we had with them. I'm not sure that the 31st hearing in 18 months is going to get them to straighten up and act right.
Last one. Can you give me an accurate